This is Jason Chung. He was born in China and moved to Winnipeg when he was 10 years old and adapted quickly. Jason is a poet, a violinist, a volunteer, and these are just a few of his triumphs. Like anyone, Jason struggles, maybe more than some.
I was first diagnosed with unipolar depression, or just the major depressive disorder, when I was 16 in Winnipeg. Things got worse as I progressed, and I officially received a diagnosis for schizoaffective disorder when I was about 21, 22.
Schizophrenia is a complex mental illness. No two people will have the same cluster of symptoms, but they may have some psychosis, which is hallucinations or delusions. With hallucinations, they are feelings and thought disorders that affect the senses. So they might affect hearing. Somebody might hear voices. They might see things that aren't there.
I realized in retrospect that I was having auditory and visual hallucinations. I just saw a lot of weird things that I don't care to go into.
Schizophrenia can be an invisible illness, and often people are not very compassionate or understanding of its inner workings. That has never stopped Jason from working and moving forward.
I've been working at the Canadian Mental Health Association Manitoba Division for almost 7 years now. I started as a volunteer, but was hired eventually and was put in to a paid position. When I first come in today, I just simply open up my database and I look at what needs to be done. Sometimes there are data entry, and right now I'm doing some maintenance, which is some records checking and things like that. And also we print out receipts and to our donors, which is a very important aspect of my job.
I've known Jason Chung for almost 6 years. I've seen Jason grow in confidence, particularly in ability to multitask. He's a very bright, intelligent young man, very gifted. I love playing the violin. I've been playing since I was 6, but on and off, because there are times when I just don't like to practice and don't really like to play, but I picked it up again after my illness has begun. Now, I'm taking it more seriously again. It has been an integral part of my healing journey.
Jason, in his journey, has really found himself and his own voice, thanks to Jane Burpee and the acting classes she teaches at the company, located in the Faces building on 4th Street.
In the last 4 years, met every week, and then we've put on various performances, and it could be scene study, not dwelling on mental illness, doing creative work, writing creative stuff, movement, voice, all of those sort of things. Anything that goes to give somebody more confidence in talking to others, or if they would like to be on stage.
I guess I grew to a comfortable presenter because the illness really shot down my confidence and my self-esteem. So learning how to learn again is definitely one of the most daunting and challenging. That's why my message is that people should keep and adhere to their medications. And because, it really lowers and minimizes the possibility of relapse and, the uncomfortable and sometimes confusing. People can look at you like when you behave oddly or something like that, they're just like, what's wrong with you? Or have no compassion. So I struggle with that. And, I live a pretty good life now. So I do, I cook and clean, I go to work, I have drama group, and I was singing in a choir, and things are really perking up for me.
The Faces building on 4th Street has a library open to the public that offers many resources to learn about schizophrenia. But the best resource for Jason to deal with it is through self-expression.
I, however, am cautiously optimistic regarding the potential of recovery. After reading the journal Schizophrenia today, I have reasons to be hopeful. I saw pages after pages of trauma, loss, sometimes tragedy, but I also saw resolve, courage, and eventual success in people's recovery. That's just so inspiring. It is like the feeling of triumph when the violin tune is played beautifully after hours and hours of practice. No one said the road less traveled is an easy one, but with faith, hope, and compassion for life, it makes the journey easier.